In the heart of Uganda's West Nile region, where the rugged landscapes meet the pearls of rural life, the Shea nut tree has been a vital part of the community for centuries. Known for its sweet fruits and the rich oil used in everything from cooking to cosmetics, the Shea tree formed an important part of many livelihoods.
Amane urudri suli ali angiri atamangia wendi mi awoduvisi mite awoduvisi bate mi anemvefi mite me yomvana fi awodui ba mi yomvana ni atodu kwa la erifilia la.
When you get to see a nut tree, after first of all you what? You eat the fruits. After that it dry for 2 to 3 days, and then you stone to remove that real seed, and then you dry it. After drying, you make it to bring what? Oily, shea oily. For frying food, what? Every type of meal which you can do is very useful.
Atata wa dona tseko ma wa dona batseka enga ne azingando kilidro. Skulu anze udua lwalia ate mprave vini ditano ngoto uyaze aziri. Badzima bomane oto ngati tsoti.
Awa badeve alove mwanze mo fekpere ani skulu anze champa badro. Irive madze mva alo izi sumva vana ruwa mada patie Milton patie are kumesu rodi patibuwa.
In the vast refugee settlements of the region like Rhino Camp, there is a desperate call to preserve the Shea tree, despite the enormous pressure of wood fuel for the hundreds of thousands of refugees in dire need. However, despite the pressure, many members of the refugee community are well aware of the importance of the Shea tree. David Ajo, living in Rhino Camp settlement, Madiokolo district, is one such refugee with very fond memories.
That Lulu helped me since 1967, 68. We were at Bus at the time of the war of Anyanya 1. We are the children. Our mothers is using that Lulu. At the time, there's nothing. Everything is taken with that rebels of like Mundukuru. Mundukuru is taken our food all. The people are all at Bus. Then they use this Lulu at May, June. They are there. Then they can bring that one, we can eat this one, and the oil they can use and take other things like saucepan to help us with the food. We are eating like food. Lulu helped us at hunger. That time, 3 months, without eating hunger. They are the ones to help us. Until now, I am now alive because of Lulu.
But today, this symbol of resilience and life is under threat. Despite the obvious many uses that communities prided in, there is an alarming destruction of the Shea tree. Charcoal production is one of the leading causes of its decline, as the local population seeks fuel to survive.
This cutting of trees is still going on, especially by other villages who come here to dig. They are misusing the trees. They fell them to make what? Firewood, charcoal, and so on.
Makadi bakaefe dia ba makadze piri ekingazi si Kampala dale ekimu adia. Nira wadi erimaka ofoto baluri gaugu.
As the trees disappear, so does the environment they support. Erosion, reduced rainfall, and changes in weather patterns are becoming increasingly visible. The fight for survival is no longer just about income, it's about the future.
Ura bani pativi gajowe wazota ya wadu.
ni rapati ambo deni oli onzidi ombe iridiko zoeji atete pati ambo bani o galera didi misu ozo lete chadi ozo ni alidi amve
Burning charcoal, it ever destroys the environment. The design of the environment, it looks very poor. Two, it causes a lot of problems to our people, whereby the burning of charcoal, a lot of pollution, because burning charcoal, that air which is coming out from burning point is very dangerous.
In response to the environmental devastation and loss of valuable food, the Victim Relief Alliance, or TVRA, a non-governmental organization working in the districts, has launched an ambitious campaign to save the Shea nut tree.
We started this idea of protecting Shea nut because in the communities of Lower Madi and Terego, our people value quality of charcoal that comes from Shea trees. They assume that it is the best, it is heavy, it takes long when it is cooking, and so because of that there's been a lot of cutting down of Shea nut trees and purposely for making charcoal. We thought it's very important because these species are already becoming endangered because of the population attack on it. We thought it's very important to preserve it. And so a project was initiated by the Victim Relief Alliance with the partnership and all funding from Maltese International and Alfred Nevin Dumont Stiftung that has given us funding to do the conservation. And so this project targets all the sub-counties in Lower Madi and also some in Upper Madi where the Shea nut population is dense. And there are very good number of sub-counties in Terego, for example, Udupi, Uriema, and parts of Mogo that have a lot of Shea nut population. And why we protect is because we think the trees deserve to be preserved for future generations.
Through the red markings, the initiative aims to raise awareness, reduce destruction, and inspire local communities to join the conservation effort.
First of all, those days, they affirmed to me that those days there were plenty of Shea nut trees. But today, they're heading towards depletion. They're heading towards depletion, meaning that if something is not done, all the importance which they mentioned through community dialogue will not be realized. As we get to the communities like this, we mark these Shea nut trees with the paints, which will inform people that these trees which have been marked have great significance to the entire community, and therefore they should not be cut down.
And so once somebody sees a red paint on the tree, it indicates that there's something about this tree. And so with our awareness, they already know at the community level that these trees are not supposed to be cut. And so we have marked a number of trees from the first project. We marked 1,865 trees. This was from the funding given by Alfred Nevin Dumont Stiftung. And there was a follow-up project by Axon Deutschland Hilfe. It's a German government agency that gave us funding. Also, that funding had a component of Shea nut protection. In it, we marked 6,858 Shea nut trees in Uriema, in Udupi, and in Ribo. In 2024, we also have received funding from Alfred Nevin Dumont Stiftung through Maltese International, and this time the number of trees that we have marked has increased, and so we have marked 20,000 Shea nut trees, and this time we have targeted areas in Upper Madi, the sub-counties of Okolo, Ulepi, and Intake Town Council. In Lower Madi, we have gone back to Ribo because there are a lot of Shea nut trees located in that sub-county. And then in Terego, we have marked in Uriema sub-county and also in Udupi sub-county. And so that gives us a total of 20,000 trees that are marked, and cumulatively it's about 30,000 trees that we have marked. And these are anchored by the community awareness sessions, but also the particular media engagements.
Despite the challenges, there is hope. The community is coming together to protect the Shea nut tree, and with the continued support of organizations like Tvra, there is a chance to turn the tide.
Those days ago we used to arrest, but some people still, some used to take iron boys, panga that, hey, oh, this is my garden, I'm cutting a tree from my garden. We used to arrest them. We brought some people up to jail.
Male balo temisu ala garia rizini rumae mane bareko dia amata semi onvem amakalia ba amami arde amami domi uni asta ngofe mi afave gane
sitara pati dini ruwe barang cis jolo asidi ini.
One of the most pressing requests from the community is the establishment of a factory that can process the Shea fruit into value-added products like cosmetics, medicine and food oils. This would provide sustainable income and reduce the pressure to cut the trees for charcoal.
Whereby amalete komara de made ajebe amanyanzo feskulwa bati komara ma aje amavodo amukeyo amalete gametevu as a koma.
Because of the number of trees and the value attached to these trees in the districts where we're working, it's very important for us to think about value addition. And this value addition should really be at a commercial level, where we are able to produce not only for the communities in the districts that we're working in, but beyond.
As the alarm bells are ringing louder, and leaders in their different calibers, including the Lugbarakari, have made passionate appeals to preserve the Shea tree.
As the cultural institution, we work hand in hand with the National Forest Authority to ensure that these trees are not cut down. And the Lugbarakari has made quite big nursery bed with the seedlings of Kamuro, which is the Shea nut, because we want to promote it. These are ancestral trees. These are trees of long ago, of many years ago, and they had very enormous advantage support to our environment.
As sub-county, we have enforced, we have empowered the LCs by providing them bylaws, sub-county bylaws, of which I think some of them are implementing it, and the others are really not getting that time to do the full implementation. So I think if they are to pick up and make use of the bylaws, I think conservation of these Shea trees and even the environment itself will get improved.
We have been sensitizing communities about Shea trees, but the problem is you sensitize them, after you have left, they do what they think. I appreciate the Relief Alliance because I can see they brought for me marks on the Shea trees, and they can stop my communities from destroying the Shea trees, and the Shea trees in my sub-county, they are going to stay long, and we are going to benefit out of it forever.
The fight to preserve the Shea tree in West Nile is far from over, but with awareness, dedication and sustainable solutions, the future of the Shea tree and the communities that rely on it can still be preserved. Such efforts need the continued support of donors whose funding has played a key role in the preservation efforts.
We think it is an urgent need for us to mark the trees. And beyond the Terego and Madiokolo districts, there is also Yumbe district that has a lot of Shea nut. And there are a lot of Shea nut in Ajumani, in Moyo. And so we think we will immediately rescue the Shea nut population in these areas. And so that tells you that the need is a lot on our side as the CSO, and also on the side of government and the community to protect. And so my appeal to our partners, our donors, our friends, would be to give us resources if it is possible, and even to come and see these trees, because there are people who have heard of Shea trees but they have not. We have had visitors who have come to see our sites, and they have hugged the trees.